Rahim, Nahmaduhu wa nusalli wa nusallimu ala Nabi al-Kareem. Honorable brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, we are very honored that one of the writer, a scholar, a researcher, a translator, Sheikh Omar Subedar from Canada. The scholar will be, inshallah ta'ala, with us in January. To be more specific, January the 13th. I would like everyone to note this down, inshallah ta'ala. The poster is already out there, it's on our screen. Please note this down. The Sheikh basically will be doing his book launch here. For the very first time, he has managed to gather 500 hadith and fatwa of Imam Abu Hanifah in English. Most of the writing of Imam Abu Hanifah is in Arabic. And for this reason, there are benefits and there are also problems as well. I would like to mention two of the problems and the solution. The problem is a lot of people, because they don't study original work, so they have a lot of assumptions. Because they don't study original work. They just hear from one person and etc. Things get spread. And when something spreads in the community, people just continue to quote. Because unfortunately, not everyone goes back to the original. No one checks the original book. For example, why do you think there's a widespread of weak hadith in our community? Because no one looks at the original books. Is it in Bukhari or Muslim or Abu Dawud or Tirmidhi or Nasai or Ibn Majah or Muwatta? No one checks. It's basically someone said it and everyone spreads it. That's what happened. And this is not something new. It's very old in our tradition. Unfortunately, people they just quote without looking at the original books. For example, Imam Ibn Kathir rahmatullah alayhi, and this could be a mistake, he wrote in his book that Imam Abu Amr ad-Dani, one of the scholar, an Andalusian scholar, he mentioned apparently that the shortest verse in the Quran is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said mudhammatan. Mudhammatan. So everyone keeps on quoting this. It's in the books of fiqh as well, that if someone reads less than mudhammatan, the salah is not valid. You have to read more than mudhammatan. But hang on a second. What about wal fajr? That's a verse. Wal asr, that's a verse. And they're more shorter. Qaf, and all this small. And then what happened? Someone said, nah. The Andalusian great scholar like Abu Amr ad-Dani, he probably didn't even say that. Probably a mistake in naql, in quotation. Maybe Ibn Kathir rahimahullah ta'ala, he wrote it from his memory, or maybe he made a mistake, or maybe someone made a mistake quoting Ibn Kathir. So someone looked at the original book and they realized that Abu Amr ad-Dani actually said the shortest verse in the middle of the surah, in the middle of the verse is mudhammatan, not in the beginning. So he was actually right. The quotation is wrong, but it's everywhere spread. So many things like that. It keeps on spreading in the community like this because no one checks the original work. So we have to always check the original work. So Abu Hanifah rahmatullah alayhi, people know very less about him. Some people say Abu Hanifah was from Pakistan. Some say he was from Bangladesh. No, he wasn't. He wasn't from any of that. He actually was from Kufa. And he learned all the knowledge from all the ulama of Kufa. And there were giant of scholars there. Abu Hanifah rahimahullah ta'ala. Some people said Abu Hanifah actually he only knew 17 hadith. He only knew 17 hadith. So you asked him, where did you find this? Oh, Imam Ibn Khaldun mentioned it. You go to Ibn Khaldun, open the book. Ibn Khaldun said, Qila. It is so and so have mentioned that he only knew 17 hadith. And then Ibn Khaldun in the same page is refuting this, saying this is wrong. But yet people keep on spreading this. No one checks the origin. And this is the reason why we have to find out. So what this author have done, I really welcome him. I'm very happy. He looked at the original sources of Abu Hanifa, where he got the hadith from, who are his teachers, where did he get the hadith from, which of the hadith that he mentioned, what about his fatwa, does he have, is it a fatwa Abu Hanifa from the mutaakhirin, later scholars, or Abu Hanifa himself said it? He has gathered those kind of hadith for the benefit of the English-speaking audience. In English, he will be here inshallah ta'ala. He will talk about the methodology of his book, why he translated this book, how we could benefit in the 21st century from the works of Imam Abu Hanifa. It's in English language. He will be here with his book. You could buy the book as well. I don't know the price, by the way, yet. Inshallah, I'll find out. And then he himself will, he will be here, present in the masjid, talk about it. He could sign copies for those of you who want it as well. One thing I would like to say very quickly to finish this off, regarding the 17 hadith allegation about Imam Abu Hanifa. Ulama, they said that there are some scholars at the time of Abu Hanifa, they were such an hadith expert that they were the madarul hadith. The hadith revolves around them. You can't take them. They were the pillar of the hadith. They were the center of the hadith. They're the main people of the hadith. If it wasn't for them, there would be no hadith in Bukhari or Muslim or Abu Dawud or Tirmidhi or Nasai or Ibn Majah or any of them. They're the main people. One of them is Imam Zuhri. His full name was Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Ubaidillah Muslim ibn Shihab al-Zuhri, known as Ibn Zuhri. He's one of them. The second person is Qatada ibn Di'ama al-Sadusi. The third person was Imam al-A'mash rahimahullah. The fourth person, Abu Ishaq al-Sabi'i. Abu Ishaq al-Sabi'i. This is the fourth person. And there's a fifth person as well whose name is not coming into my mind. Anyway, there was 5 people like that. So one of them is, as I mentioned to you, Abu Ishaq al-Sabi'i. One of them is Imam Zuhri. The third was Qatada. The fourth was Imam A'mash. And the fifth was Yahya ibn Amr ibn Dinar. These are the 5 main people like that. Each one of them probably have narrated about 100,000 hadith each. Guess what? Abu Hanifah takes hadith from all 5 of them. So how could he just know 17 hadith? When our maktab students, they memorize 17 hadith. So what happened is something gets spread in the community and people keep on talking about it like that. So it's very important we go to the original work. We check the original work like that. That who? Abu Hanifa narrates from who? Who does he narrate from? Who are his teachers? And what was the situation of that time? Kufa and Basra, they were the 2 centers of knowledge at that time. Center of knowledge we're talking about. Because as you all know, because the Islamic Darul Khilafah moved from Medina to Kufa by Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And after that remained the center of knowledge until he moved to Damascus by the Umayyad. And then he came back again to Kufa by the Abbasiyun. Yes, so a lot of the things, people don't go to the original works. It's very important we always study the original works. Alhamdulillah, this author will be with us here and he will be sharing the original works with us.
Is it Jummah?
No, it's going to be the 13th of January is actually a Saturday. Sorry, a Friday. Friday 7:30. In the evening. Friday 7:30. The program after Salat al-Isha, it will be his program, inshallah. 13th of January is on a Friday. And he will be here with us, inshallah. Am I right, Rafiq? By 13th of January? Is it Saturday?
No.
It's Friday. 13th. 14th is Saturday.
Friday.
So Friday, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.